For such a young age, actor Grayson Kilpatrick has been in many movies and TV shows, with one of our favorites being Chicken Girls the movie. Take a look.
It's okay. Just go.
Macho Garasi.
You have such a seasoned resume to be so young. When did you start your acting career?
So I started my acting career 7 years ago now, which that's kind of funny to think about. I was 9 years old. So basically what had happened was I was at a daycare. My mom had come to the daycare. She said I could bring one friend to go meet this actor named Grayson Russell. He was in the Diary of Olympic Kids movies. That's where I know him from, right? And I was like, yeah, I'd love to take one of my friends with me. And so we ended up going, and I apparently made an impression on him and his acting coach that was there. And his acting coach invites me to take a few lessons, and Grayson Russell even invited me to be an extra on the film that he was doing there. And I was one of the only extras that ended up enjoying my time there. And from then on, I took classes with him, and I wanted to do this ever since.
That's so great you made an impression on him at such a young age. So tell us, what was your favorite moment working with Lil Dicky?
We had gone to a theater to film, and the way that it was, there was a stage here, and in the back room where my scene was filmed, right, there was a wall here. This is stage, the area, wall here, stairs here, and a room here, and a room above. One of my best moments was we just gotten there to film, right, and you have to do classes. So I meet the teacher, I go upstairs, I get ready, I get all my books laid out, and then, hey Grayson, we're ready for you on set whenever you're ready. And so I go downstairs, I get my cast on, and then they're like, oh yeah, so you're fine, we'll just get the cast on. So I go back upstairs, and I sit down, and I have this massive, like, cast object on my hand, and I can't really move it. I can, like, move it like that, but I can't really do anything with it. So I'm, like, sitting there, reading through my book. I'm like, alright, yeah, that's good. Flip, okay, yeah, I like that. So I'm like, wait, how am I supposed to write? So I have my hand here, and I can't flip my book because my hand's in this weird, awkward position. And then I went downstairs, filmed, and I actually got to keep the cast. I have one of them upstairs, but it was really fun trying to do schoolwork with a massive cast on.
Now that sounds like a really interesting story. Okay, so what was your best moment working on Chicken Girls?
Okay, so on the first day of set, there was this common room, right? And it was used as like the school, because we couldn't actually use any of the schoolrooms in the school that we were filming at. We had to use common room, and it was also used as a dance rehearsal room. Well, I have a small obsession with Rubik's Cubes. Just very, very small obsession. It's not like I have 53 or anything. But, basically, I had brought 3 of them with me that day. I brought a 3x3, which is this, a 2x2, and something called a Mega Meats. And I remember we had about 3.5 minutes before we had to film, and I had pulled these out, and people were like, yo dude, those are so cool, can you solve them? I'm like, yeah, I guess. And so, and they get it, and then they scramble them up for me, and I'm like, okay, I can try. And so I ended up doing the 2x2, the 3x3, and most of the Mega Meats before the 3.5 minutes, because I personally can't solve the Mega Meats, but I can get pretty close to it. And they were all like, whoa, dude, that's so cool. And I felt like amazing. Like, I felt like I was here when I was down here, and then we started filming, and then I remembered, oh yeah, I'm supposed to be a jerk to these people. So that was a fun moment.
53 Rubik's Cubes. Okay, wow. I can't even solve one. So what was your favorite part overall during premiere night?
Honestly, I thought it was fun just going and watching the movie as it had been completely stitched together, because I only got to see the behind the scenes and I only got to act it out. I didn't get to hear any of the background music or any of the other scenes. But seeing it completely together, like, it was really, I guess, really satisfying to see it, what a few weeks have come to in the final run, and it was really nice to finally see the final product.
How fun! Well, speaking about fun, what was it like celebrating your birthday in quarantine, and how did you turn?
Okay, so I turned 16. I can't get my permit. Thank you, COVID. Anyway, but one thing that I remember happening was at 11:51, right? It was the night before my birthday, 11:51 p.m. I was on a call with a friend of mine named Victor, and I got a phone call, and it was from my friend Mason, right? I've known him since I started acting, heck, even well before then. And so he calls me, and he's like, happy birthday, man. I'm like, thanks, I guess. And at 11:59, he hangs up. At 12 o'clock on the dot, Victor tells me happy birthday. Then 3 minutes later, right after he's done telling me happy birthday, happy 16, my friend Norton calls me, and he's like, hey man, happy birthday. And I'm like, okay, thanks. That's 3 going up on the board. And so he calls me and then hangs up. And then as soon as he hangs up, I get another phone call from my friend Aaron saying, hey, what's up? Happy birthday. And I'm like, and that's 4 going up on the chalkboard. But it meant a lot to me that my friends stayed up so that they could tell me happy birthday. But I thought that was really nice. And then I got a flood of birthday calls the next day. So that was really nice.
Ah, that's so nice that you got so many loving calls on your birthday. So, do you have any other hidden talents or impersonations that you can share with us?
I can't do impersonations. That's a major thing that I cannot do. But I can play harmonica and guitar now, acoustic or electric, and then I can also solve a Rubik's Cube. I've started doing, I started playing guitar about 3 months ago, 2 actually. For my dad's birthday, we had gotten him an acoustic guitar, because back in Alabama before we moved, he used to have a guitar. And so I decided, you know what, I'm going to pick it up with him. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I also remember I had a harmonica when I was young, and I was like, I want to try that out as well. And I think I can play it decently. But about a year and a half ago, I ended up picking up an old Rubik's Cube, and I said, screw it, this thing has been annoying me for the past few years, tormenting me. I'm gonna find out how to solve this thing. And so I ended up, it spent me about 7 hours solving it for the first time. And I remember very distinctly, we had gone to pick someone up that day at the airport, and I ended up solving it in about 8.5 minutes the next time on the way home, because I was like really proud that I could finally do it. And then a minute went, and then the next time I did it, a minute went by, and so on and so forth, and now I can solve it while talking to people.
What? You just solved that while talking to us and under 1 minute? That was incredible. Thank you so much for stopping by.
I just wanted to say thank you so much, Pop Fusion, for letting me have this interview. And thank you so much to GTK PR and Erika and Ebots PR. And this is Grayson, signing off.